For over 15 years, Gallup Funeral Services Incorporated has been a beacon of light, guiding local families through difficult times. Gallup Funeral Services Incorporated proudly provides all families with compassionate choices for professional funeral care at reasonable prices. Get the answers you need 24 hours a day. No answering services, hidden costs, add-on fees, confusing fine print, or those scary-looking contracts. Remember, Gallup Funeral Services owns and operates the only crematory in Dare County, keeping our cremations affordable and convenient. Gallup Memorial Chapel in Bargo, North Carolina is now open and minutes from Moyock and Elizabeth City. From traditional church services and graveside burials to direct cremations and advanced planning, let Gallup Funeral Services Incorporated light the way for your family. Don't be pressured or confused by the other funeral homes. It's always your choice. Choose Gallup Funeral Services Incorporated. Call Courtney at 252-216-8030 to get a plan started today and visit our new website at gallupfuneralservices.com.
17 days for Christmas shopping, 17 days to fill the stocking, 17 days for Christmas shopping, only got 17 more, only got 17 more.
Hi, did you hear what the man said? Only 17 shopping days left till Christmas.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
News team, assemble!
Joining us live because if you want to know anything about the Outer Banks, Sam Walker's the dude to fill you in.
The sea was angry that day, my friends. Like an old man trying to send back soup in a deli.
Always appreciate talking to you.
Always good stuff with Sam Walker in the Outer Banks.
Now here's Les Nessman and the news.
And good morning and welcome to OBX Today live here on Facebook and YouTube, presented by Gallup Funeral Services. I'm Sam Walker. Glad to have you with us here on this Wednesday morning. Kind of wet Wednesday morning out there. We got some actual rainfall. Some pretty decent rain, but not going to be anything like a drought buster. But about a half inch to an inch today. Much needed for sure. But not quite where we need it to be to get us out of this drought. An open burning ban, of course, continuing across eastern North Carolina, across all of North Carolina, because of the drought. Coming up here on the show, today's headlines. Let's get right into it, as we've got some pretty dramatic video. In case you haven't seen it yet at obxtoday.com, this is what it looked like yesterday and sounded like. Try to put that volume down just a little bit. This video coming to us courtesy of Christine Kiosis, showing a Coast Guard Jayhawk helicopter from Station Elizabeth City out yesterday responding to the Bald Eagle 2, which is a shrimp trawler out of Wanchese, and they ran into some trouble yesterday off of Southern Shores. Initially, they said sounds like they had a fuel issue that caused engine problems. They started losing power, and then one of the nets got tangled in the prop. That just doubled up things, so they were trying to actually dropped anchor. Once they got the engine problems going, dropped anchor, put the outriggers out, which are the poles along the sides there with the planers that help stabilize the boat itself, while the nets are in the water. And things just went from bad to worse. Got the net wrapped around the prop, and that was it. Once that happens, you really can't do any movement. You're kind of at the mercy of Mother Ocean, and with the north winds blowing at about 20 to 25, and seas about 4, maybe 5 feet, rolling them in. Eventually, the Bald Eagle 2 ended up in the breakers off of Dogwood Trail initially, and then kind of started and continued to drift south because of that. She was pretty light, from what I understand. That didn't have they had some shrimp on board, but they were pretty light at the time, and started drifting south from Dogwood. Ended up down off Dolphin, and that's where this video is shot from, is that helicopter from Coast Guard Station Elizabeth City, coming in, dropping the swimmer in the water, and then the swimmer's going out as the crew, 4-person crew on this shrimp trawler, had to be airlifted out. Now, and you're asking why. If you see right there with some of those rollers and how much this boat was rocking back and forth, you got all the outriggers out, you got the antennas and lights and all that structure. That's why they ended up having to go in the water. All 4 members of that crew have exposure suits. The exposure suits are just essentially a really, really, really thick wetsuit that allows you to survive a little bit longer in the water than you would be just jumping in with what you're wearing. Had their exposure suits on, jumped in, and the Coast Guard extracted them from the water, took them over to Station Elizabeth City, had them checked out for medical purposes, and they're all fine. No injuries, no issues there, just a little chilled from the water, which is about 55 degrees yesterday when this happened. So right now, and I can pull up, you know what, I'm going to switch off. How much we got left on this video here? Where is that video? Okay. Yeah, we still got about 2 minutes left on it. Because you'll get to see this rescue. If you want to watch the full video, you can watch it at obxtoday.com. I know we're trying to watch it on a little device like this right now. Here on Facebook as an inset, it might be a little bit harder to see, but you can really see it well at obxtoday.com. But they were able to lift those guys out. And like I said, the Bald Eagle 2 has drifted a little bit farther south and then kind of came, I'd say it's got itself pretty good and grounded as low tide. That was one of the other things that's happening with this. This happened around 7:30 yesterday morning. So it was all going on while we were on the air with yesterday's show. And the tide was coming in. High tide was 9:30 yesterday at Duck. Today, high tide for Duck Corps of Engineers Pier is at 10:25. So as that tide stayed up, there was enough water in there to allow this thing to drift. Then once the tide went out last night, it was up on the beach off of Trout Lane. Now, Trout Lane is located just north of the Y intersection. The Highway 12 Ocean Boulevard split where the cell phone tower flagpole is. That's just to the north of there is where this thing is washed up now off Trout Lane. Just a little south of Trout Lane is where it's located. So there you go. There's the helicopter. After picking up all the crew, they take off and head up north, and they're getting ready to go turn inbound to Elizabeth City after that rescue yesterday. All right, so again, that's some of the video we've got. Let's see, I can pull up a couple other things here. Let me go over to... Go here to the website. There's one of the photos we got. Katie Morgan sent us that on Instagram. As you can see, one of the swimmers being lowered into the ocean there yesterday. I don't want to load that. All right. And then as we scroll on down, there's that video thanks to Christine Kiosis. Katie Morgan sent us some more video. All right, so there's some more of that video from yesterday from that rescue. You know, notice how, I mean, that swimmer was standing in the ocean there, standing on bottom. So it wasn't all that shy. And you know, the guys that were on board there could actually probably have jumped off and waded to shore, but with the Coast Guard there, they want to get them checked out and kind of follow procedures. Anyway, here's how yesterday about noon. This is a video I shot yesterday around noon, south of Trout Run. You can see it was still rocking back and forth a bit about that this time, well, about midday yesterday, as low tide was we're about halfway. We're about mid-tide at that point, slack tide. That was yesterday afternoon. Then I went out yesterday evening and got got a photo and really didn't notice any rocking motion with it at that point. This was 5:30 last night. Really didn't notice much of any movement, so it looked like it had come on pretty hard ground. It was pretty solid. You can see the anchor line going out there, and you can see the outriggers as I talked about, and stern's out of the water essentially. But haven't been out there this morning. Haven't seen anything yet from folks that have gone by there, but I'm sure we will. May try to get down there ourselves this afternoon. Right now, there's really is no plan that's been put out publicly as far as getting it off the beach. We'll see what comes of that. But the town of Southern Shores, Coast Guard have all said that the owners are working with them, are developing a plan. But really, if you look at the conditions, our live shot here from up in Corolla right now, showing the dunes, not that we want to see that, but you can see there's still a pretty good onshore flow that's happening. It's not nearly as bad as yesterday's. And if the winds will drop out enough and we can get a little bit of an offshore, and looking at the forecast, I think we're going to probably get an offshore by, let's see, when do we go south? Yeah, Thursday night and Friday will be south winds, according to the latest forecast. So by Thursday or Friday, they should be able to get it. Southwest Friday, south on Friday night, southwest Saturday. So there's a window right there, especially Saturday with 20 to 25 and seas 5 to 7 feet. Friday looks like it's probably going to be the best day for them to get out there and try to tow that thing off. And they may get to it sooner. Just depends on what it's going to take to get her towed back out. But it's the conditions allow, conditions cooperate. Should be able to get the Bald Eagle 2 off the beach here before the end of the week. But maybe sooner. Hopefully that's going to happen. All right, it's OBX Today Live here on Facebook and YouTube. We'll take a break and be back after this.
For over 15 years, Gallup Funeral Services Incorporated has been a beacon of light, guiding local families through difficult times. Gallup Funeral Services Incorporated proudly provides all families with compassionate choices for professional funeral care at reasonable prices. Get the answers you need 24 hours a day. No answering services, hidden costs, add-on fees, confusing fine print, or those scary-looking contracts. Remember, Gallup Funeral Services owns and operates the only crematory in Dare County, keeping our cremations affordable and convenient. Gallup Memorial Chapel in Bargo, North Carolina is now open and minutes from Moyock and Elizabeth City. From traditional church services and graveside burials to direct cremations and advanced planning, let Gallup Funeral Services Incorporated light the way for your family. Don't be pressured or confused by the other funeral homes. It's always your choice. Choose Gallup Funeral Services Incorporated. Call Courtney at 252-216-8030 to get a plan started today and visit our new website at gallupfuneralservices.com.
Our pet of the week for this week is Sammy. Sammy is a super lovable 8.5-year-old girl. She loves to lay around and sunbathe, but also loves playing with little toys. Sammy has been the only animal her whole life, so she prefers to be your one and only. She loves attention, but does not like being picked up. To adopt Sammy or foster one of our other animals, you can come visit us Monday through Saturday at our shelter located in Manteo. For more information, visit our website at www.obxspca.org or visit our OBX SPCA Facebook page.
There we go. Thanks, Virginia, for the update on the mic issue there. Little technical difficulty there. It's called operator error. Didn't hit the unmute. All right. OBX Today Live. That's where we're at. Presented by Gallup Funeral Services. I'm Sam Walker. Just, the radio guy on TV who doesn't know how to click things. All right. Let's tell you what we were talking about here that you couldn't hear. The Daily Advance got a story this morning. The Eagle Creek neighborhood in Moyock has until December 20, the sewer system, the sewer operator for the Eagle Creek subdivision in Moyock has until December 20th to come up with a plan to fix the plague system or face possible civil and criminal penalties. State Representative Bobby Handig told the Daily Advance yesterday that the December 20th deadline was set in a hearing Monday in Pasquotank Superior Court. Department of Environmental Quality has a show cause motion for civil and criminal contempt against Virginia Beach-based Sandler Utilities. Sandler agreed back in July to work on changes to fix the sewer system, but Eagle Creek residents noted that the system was down for 6 days last month. That includes over Thanksgiving holiday when there was raw sewage being backed up in the homes. They were having to pump it out in the yards because the pumps weren't working. It's a whole messed up situation. Our friends over at North Carolina Policy Watch and Lisa Sorg, who's their great environmental reporter, had an in-depth story. We've got it at obxtoday.com. She's been following this. The notice of contempt was filed by DEQ against Sandler in Currituck Court on November 16th. So Sandler Utilities now has December 20th to tell the court what it plans to do to get that sewer system fixed at Eagle Creek in Moyock. That sewer system not only serves the neighborhood there, Eagle Creek, it serves Moyock Middle School, and also several other neighborhoods are being developed, including one, the Fost neighborhood, which is right next to the railroad tracks in Moyock. That's supposed to be serviced by that sewer system. Before they can build anything, they got to get things worked out to get that fixed. Yesterday, if you were traveling to Elizabeth City and ran into travel problems up on the north side of town, the Highway 17 158 stretch there around Knobs Creek was closed. That's because there was a gas main that was damaged by a construction crew near the North Road Street Hughes Boulevard intersection. Shut down that intersection for 3.5 hours. Traffic had to be detoured all over the place. That happened around 1 o'clock yesterday, and it took till about 4:30 to get it fixed. No injuries were reported to businesses near that leak. Had to be evacuated as a precaution. Newest numbers from COVID-19 from Dare County out yesterday. Their new report, we got that posted for you at obxtoday.com. There was a slight increase in the positive test rate again for the past week, and the number of new coronavirus cases were up in terms of trends for the past week in Dare County, and we've got that for you. Some breaking news this morning. Preliminary lab results show 2 doses of the Pfizer vaccine may not provide sufficient protection against the Omicron coronavirus variant, but 3 doses are able to neutralize it, the company said in a news release this morning. Samples from people who had 2 doses of the COVID vaccine saw an average of more than 25-fold reduction in neutralization ability against the Omicron variant than the earlier virus, indicating that 2 doses may not be sufficient to protect against infection. The company said 2 doses may still provide protection against severe disease, but that a 3rd dose would pretty much neutralize the Omicron coronavirus variant. So that story coming out just a short time ago. Most state employees expect to receive a bonus of at least $1,000 in their paychecks right before Christmas. Another lump sum coming in January. That's part of the state budget that was passed last month. Most state employees should see the initial bonuses in their December 21st paychecks, according to the Office of State Budget and Management. Teachers may get their bonuses at different times because you've got state and local school systems that are working on that do the paychecks and such, payroll. State Budget Director Charlie Perouse said officials are working to get the money out quickly. The bonuses are tiered. State employees making less than $75,000 get a $1,500 bonus. Employees making more than that are expected to receive a $1,000 bonus. The additional lump sum in January will cover back pay for the 6 months of last year when employees missed out on raises included in the new budget, which is retroactive to July 1st. Most state employees got a raise of 2.5%, so they should expect a one-time payment equal to 2.5% of half their salary for 2021. Teachers are also eligible for bonuses beyond the $1,500, taking them up as high as $2,800. Timing for those payments will depend in part on local school systems. Governor Roy Cooper pressed the budget office to get as much bonus money out before Christmas as possible. Retirees also get their one-time 2% bonus in their pension check. That'll be coming out on December the 22nd. All right, we'll take a break and come back here on OBX Today Live, so stay with us.
For over 15 years, Gallup Funeral Services Incorporated has been a beacon of light, guiding local families through difficult times. Gallup Funeral Services Incorporated proudly provides all families with compassionate choices for professional funeral care at reasonable prices. Get the answers you need 24 hours a day. No answering services, hidden costs, add-on fees, confusing fine print, or those scary-looking contracts. Remember, Gallup Funeral Services owns and operates the only crematory in Dare County, keeping our cremations affordable and convenient. Gallup Memorial Chapel in Bargo, North Carolina is now open and minutes from Moyock and Elizabeth City. From traditional church services and graveside burials to direct cremations and advanced planning, let Gallup Funeral Services Incorporated light the way for your family. Don't be pressured or confused by the other funeral homes. It's always your choice. Choose Gallup Funeral Services Incorporated. Call Courtney at 252-216-8030 to get a plan started today and visit our new website at gallupfuneralservices.com.
The main thing that I want to do is to make students be able to see beauty better. Whether it's in making a pot, or whether it's in drawing, or whether it's in painting a picture, and for someone to look at a green tree and say they see 7 different shades of green in that tree, then I feel like I've been successful because I've taught them how to see those different things that make life beautiful. I enjoy teaching very much. I consider it a privilege to be able to share my knowledge with other people. The way that I teach the classes is I take the beginner students and I teach them the basics of whether it's painting or pottery. And a lot of the people that come back have taken the classes 4 and 5 years. They come in, they have ideas that they want to create, and I'm sort of a resource to help them if they have questions, if they want to know different little tricks to make things be enhanced or better, then they use me like that.
These facilities here are very well equipped, even for a professional. The other students that come here are very kind. We have a nice social environment here. It's engaging, and the way the art facility here is run is on a very professional level. It's very relaxing, it's very good for the brain, it's very soothing and therapeutic. College of the Albemarle is great. I'd say any classes for enrichment or to improve your skill set here on any level, I can't say enough nice things about the College of the Albemarle.
I would encourage people to take any kind of art class, my class or any person's art class, because life has so many pressures that when you create art, you're sort of in this zone, and it is sort of hard and it's an emotional thing. It's almost like putting a puzzle together, but there's a big gratification in the end when you fit all the pieces together and you have something beautiful to look at. If a student comes to me and says they're interested in taking my class, I'm going to tell them that I'm very excited and I want them to come in and have fun and just enjoy the medium that we're working on.
Back again on OBX Today Live here on Facebook and YouTube. Hey, make sure you hit the bell, the notifications button here on Facebook and YouTube so that you know when we go live, because that's a good way to know when we go do our lives, because it's not just here on the mornings or weekday mornings on the OBX Today Facebook page and on the Sam Walker OBX YouTube channel. We do live videos like this all the time. I mean, Saturday night we were out in Corolla, in the Corolla Christmas Village. And, we just never know when we're going to be going live. So make sure you hit the notifications. Just look for the bell, ring the bell, and you'll find out when we are going live here on Facebook and YouTube at OBX Today. Let's see. Dare County Motorsports Charity Group presented a $25,000 check on Monday to the Dare County Center, which is now, of course, the Virginia Tillett Center in Mania. It's for their annual toy drive. They raised $10,500 from the motorcycle and Jeep toy run that was held back in September. Of course, we talked to Terry Gray and all the great folks at the Dare County Motorsports Charity Group. Had them live here as they were getting ready to go for the toy run back in September here on OBX Today Live. They got $10,500 from that, and then the OBX Bike Rally, which was held back in April, generated $14,500. Terry Gray presenting Dare County Deputy Marilyn Cahoon with a commemorative plaque. She accepted on behalf of the Dare County Sheriff's Office in recognition of their support and assistance during both the toy run and the bike rally. The money was used to provide more than 400 Dare County children in need this holiday season as part of the annual Virginia Tillett Center Toy Drive. The Virginia Tillett Center, located on Marshall Collins Drive in Mania, has hosted the toy drive annually since the center first opened in 2009. All Dare County children up to age 16 eligible and must register to receive gifts between November 1st and November 30th of each year. Now, although the registration period for this year's toy drive is closed, donations of new unwrapped toys can still be dropped off before this Friday at the Virginia Tillett Center. Monetary donations for the purchase of toys also are welcome. For more information about the toy drive, you can call the Virginia Tillett Center at 475-9270. That's 252-475-9270. You can also swing by the Dare County the Dare County Motorsports Charity Group, their Facebook page. Just search them on Facebook. You can find out more how you can help with the toy run. They're already getting things ready for the bike rally, which will be coming up in April down at Vertigo Tattoo in Mans Harbor. All right, here on OBX Today Live on Facebook and YouTube. And Jam Media Solutions has launched a new one-stop shop website design and maintenance company called Jam Digital Services. WordPress powers approximately a third of all the web, including some of the largest and most complex properties on the internet. For businesses, your website's the face of your company online. Jam Digital Services puts your best face forward with a beautiful custom design website that looks and functions great on all devices from desktop to mobile. All packages include SEO services to help your website rank highly on Google and Bing, along with social media integration and contact forms to help customers reach you easily. And you won't have to find a home for your website. All packages include fast, secure hosting and maintenance and security updates for one fair monthly price. Jam Digital Services will also soon be providing additional services such as email marketing, mobile geofencing, search and site retargeting, and video services. For more information, visit jamdigitalservices.com or just click the ad at obxtoday.com and see how we can build a website for you. And it's OBX Today Live, presented by Gallup Funeral Services here on Facebook and YouTube. Let's see. Let's get you a real quick look at sports. Just a couple of things to talk about. High school basketball. High school football state championships for this weekend. But high school basketball locally tonight. Currituck is at Hickory. Columbia hosts Northside. Perquimans is at Camden. And Lawrence Academy at Halifax Academy. Of course, don't forget the Good Guys versus Cancer Classic, which is coming up Friday and Saturday night. Most of the day for all day Saturday, and also coming up Friday evening down at First Flight High School. We're going to have Chad Williams, who's the AD and basketball coach at First Flight, on to talk more about that. College basketball last night. East Carolina beat North Carolina A&T 82-71. Old Dominion over William & Mary 74-59. And James Madison beat Virginia 52-49. NHL, Carolina Hurricanes win again. They beat Winnipeg last night 4-2. All right, so let's see. OBX Today Weather Center forecast. It's raining right now, in case you didn't know. You can see it on the cameras. Live shot in Corolla. Avon, you can see the rain there. Hatteras Village, too. It's Rodanthe. Pull up Rodanthe. There's Rodanthe. And back to Corolla. I like the Corolla shot because it does such a big pan of the beach. Let's see. I'm going to run over to the display here because I want to show you what we're looking at as far as the next couple of days weather-wise. Hey, right now, got this coastal low. It's not very strong one. That front coming through, trailing it. And with that low pulling offshore. So we'll see showers through the day today. Things clearing off, some high pressure mixing in with us for Thursday and into Friday when another system is going to be coming up from the southwest out of the Gulf. Another low, but it's not going to be all that strong. So we shouldn't have to deal with too much out of that. Here's the current radar picture. As you can see, the heaviest of rain really from around Duck all the way down into Mississippi, really, but pretty heavy, moderate to heavy rain compared to what we have had over the last couple of days. That's what we're looking at right now. That'll be getting through here, the back edge of the precept right along the I-95 corridor right now. So we'll be dealing with rain at least through the mid into the afternoon throughout the Outer Banks. Our forecast is calling for rain today, and that rain will continue through the afternoon. High of 53, north winds of 10 to 20, a gust of 25. Tonight, mostly cloudy, then clearing off, a low 40 with northwest winds 15 to 25. Thursday, sunny, a high 54, with north winds around 10 to 15, backing down as we get into the afternoon tomorrow. Partly cloudy tomorrow night, low 44. Friday, mostly cloudy, just a slight chance of rain in 66. Saturday, partly sunny, a high 69, and breezy. Sunday, partly sunny and 56. Monday, sunny and 57. Tuesday, sunny and 60. Coastal Marine forecast, we've got north winds 15 to 20 knots. 2-foot waves in the sound, seas around 4 feet. Water temperatures mid to upper 50s on the north beaches, right around 60 on Hatteras Island. Next tide change in Oregon Inlet's a high tide at 10 to 48. Sunset tonight at 4:48. Won't really see it. Still the earliest of the year. Sunrise tomorrow, 7 a.m. But it's getting closer. It won't be till January where the sunrises will be getting earlier. But we're already going to see the sunsets getting later next week. Yeah. Right now outside the studios in Uptown Nags Head, we've got rain and 51 degrees. And that's going to do it for OBX Today Live, presented by Gallup Funeral Services here on Facebook and YouTube. And don't forget, make sure you hit the notification button. All right? You hit the bell, ring the bell, and we'll know when we go live here on OBX Today on the Facebook and on the Sam Walker OBX YouTube channel. It's the best way to find out. Make sure you hit like as well here on the video, both on YouTube and on Facebook. Thanks for joining us, and we'll be back here tomorrow morning. We'll see you.